Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the Beastbox Boney from the 52Toys company. So once again, Boney, it might sound a little bit of a funny name, but I guess they really wanted to go with the overall dog type name going on here. So about a few weeks ago I did review the Beastbox Roarmeo, which I absolutely loved. It definitely showed a lot of more engineering and a lot more articulation compared to the previous Beastbox, especially compared to the ones that are like 4-legged units. They definitely improved a lot in terms of articulation here. So there were more articulation that I wasn't really aware of when I was first reviewing this. So I'll also mention those type of articulations if I can. But yeah, so this is Bony. This is going to be the red and black version of this guy as well. For those who don't know, these dogs can actually combine into a dinosaur type mech going on here, but you need 4 units. So you need 2 of these guys, or basically you need both of these guys, or you can buy the 2 of the same color, and then you're going to need the legs, which are going to be formed by another Beastbox unit that hasn't been released, but that's going to be based on a bulldog, while these guys are more based on the canine, police hound style dogs. So yeah, or Dobermans, I'm sorry, but yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so in terms of today's review, I won't be going over the articulation too much because it's overall the same form factor. While there are some minor changes in terms of details, we'll go over that as well. And then I'll mention the articulation parts if I can, especially the ones I discovered newly, because when I first reviewed this guy, most parts were like extremely stiff to the point where they weren't moving and I was scared to break them. But I was able to loosen them up and figure out a few more articulation points. So after that, we'll go over the combined form as well, because keep in mind, these guys can also, you have to choose which one's going to be on the front or on the back. So they can be interchanged because they are the same units. So keep that in mind. Alright, so before that, let's go over some details in terms of components. So first of all, what you get, of course, is obviously the Beastbox itself. The name was Bony. This is the red-black variant color going on here. The Bulldogs will also have the same color variant as well, which one will be white and black, one will be the red and black version. Alright, so other than this, in terms of components, so number 1, you get your instruction manual. The instruction manual will show you both ways to go from box to beast mode or beast to box mode, and also for the combined form as well. Since these, you have to choose which one has to go front or back, they will have both instruction manuals for that as well, so no need to worry about that. You still get the typical stuff, the catalog, the PVC card, and the PVC card, instructions, so no big deal. That's no change. And you still get the Beastbox, the box charger. These are basically plastic cases that you put them in after they're in their box form, and you can stack them up or connect them with each other. So very brilliant idea. This is pretty much what made me start collecting this concept. And then we get the card. Once again, I absolutely love collecting these cards. Definitely loving the art style here. And let's get the back here. So looking at its stats, for some reason it has low defense, high intelligence, high speed, average courage for some reason, and strength is pretty good as well. And you can also read the description on the bottom by pausing. So if you want to do that, check that out. Alright, so we've seen the basics. We still have all the same stuff going on here as well. So once again, I won't be showing the transformation sequence because that's going to take a long time in the video. So I'll be right back with its beast form and we'll start the comparison. Okay, I'm back. So here we have Bony in his beast form. So once again, let's do the quick comparison. So overall, they have the same form factor going on here. They have the same shape or form factor. So overall, their design, articulation should be the same exactly. There are a few minor detail differences, which is obvious. So number 1 is the color scheme going on here. So obviously the color is different. And mostly after that, it will be the head and the extra parts going on here. So let's start with the head. So the head is obviously different. So for Roarmeo, you can definitely tell his head or style was more of a sensor and a visor style. And you can see, even though it's clear on the inside, you don't really see a physical eye. You can definitely say it's more of a sensor type going on here. But now for Bony, you can definitely tell, yeah, that's a dog. And you can see he has actual physical eyes and a nose. So that's going to be, I think this would definitely change your preferences on which one you want to get as well. So for me, I prefer the head design when it comes for Roarmeo, as far as I can tell, as the style. The only other differences would be the parts that they have attached here. So number one, keep in mind these parts can be detached and you can slap them on anywhere you want. So I'm just following the manuals for now, but for Roarmeo you can definitely tell he had these police siren style designs going on here. And for Bony, he has these blades. Now these are all attached to ball joints. He has these blades going on here, so this is more of a weapon if you ask me. So yeah, you can always take these parts off and put it on the side, and you can do it the other way around if you want to do so. And that's pretty much it. So in terms of articulation, they're identical. You have all these parts that can move. This is mostly for all these like extra articulation going on here, like these parts, that's for the transformation or more of the combined form. You have the side to side of movement, and you also have a ratchet joint that can go downwards, but that's more for the cube transformation. And you can rotate this around with a squeaking noise, but this is also for the combined form as well. So articulation wise, it's pretty much identical. So if you try one of these and then trying out the other guy for the second time, you should know what to expect. And just to mention, inside the chest you still have the bone design here. This is a C4 bomb according to the product. So yeah, pretty nice design. So you still get the basics. Alright, so we've done the comparisons. They're pretty much the same form factor. Now, in terms of the combined form, you have to choose which one will go onto the front, which one will be on the back. So for me, I prefer Roarmeo's color scheme, so I think I'll put this guy's on the front part and Bony's on the back part as well. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, I'm back. So here we have the combined form between the two units as well. Keep in mind, this is incomplete. You only have the front part and the back part. You still need the two legs, and the two legs unit, they're not even out yet. So keep that in mind. So once again, as I mentioned before, the front is the Roarmeo, the back is Bony. So you can see you obviously need to transform them into their dedicated parts and then combine them in the middle. So overall, the transformation is actually pretty simple. There's not much that you need to do. Here is the middle connecting port. According to this, you have to put these down and then connect it to here. But if you want to, I assume you can do it the other way around if you want to do so. But this part's gonna get in the way. So here we go. Here is the head as I showed before. Definitely, yeah. It may not look much for now, but this is supposed to be like a mech dinosaur going on here. So these parts, these yellow parts, I assume are the eyes, and then these red parts are like the teeth, so you can open them up, close them down if you want to do so. Here is where the legs are supposed to connect here, so the legs would be going down here. So this would be a pretty good chunk. Now, in this form, there's not much articulation. Maybe you can utilize this part to make it look like it's wagging its tail or something like that, but still, that's just the way how it is. So yeah, and that is pretty much it for the review. So keep in mind, if you want to change them, you can make Bony go to the front as well. It's just a matter of changing parts. So the front part would be red, and then instead of these ones, you would have the blaze as the weapon, and the eye colors would be, I believe this guy has a different eye color, but still, that's the way how it works. And that is pretty much it for the review. So this was a review of the 52Toys Beastbox Boney. If you guys got any questions or requests, in the comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.